Good morning. I pray that the weekend has been great thus far, and I'm sure many are looking forward to 2017's Super Bowl. And I'm looking forward to hearing who wins. So, what will I be talking about on today? Well, I hear a lot of individuals share with me about staying focused, or just not being able to stay focused because there's so much going on in life and life events that pull at them over here or pull at them over there. I mean, it's never ending. I know because I live it. However, I share my experiences or methods, or some say techniques. Well, I share these moments in hopes that it would help someone else. So today I will be focusing on getting focused, excuse me, getting focused and staying focused. It's a key. And we know that a key, a physical key, actually unlocks doors. But this key, though parallel with what I'm talking about as far as defining what a key does, we'll be actually focusing on unlocking your own success, finding your purpose, just staying focused, even putting closure on issues, or it may not even be an issue. Because there's just some things we need to take care of. I know I do. Even as I sit right now, I need to get focused and do what I need to do. So, let's talk about getting focused. And remember, if you're not able to get on track, stay on track, I would really advise to seek wise counsel in doing so. And I'm really not talking about going and sitting and talking with a friend who's all over the place, but you're sitting down talking about how you can get focused and they have not put closure on anything. There's a lot of issues or to-dos. They have this to-do list that never gets done. So that's really not what I'm talking about. seeking wise counsel is important. So let's talk about getting focused. I know that we live in a world where so much distraction is going on. If it's not the television, it's the phone. If it's not the phone, it's the children. If it's not the children, it's the dog. If it's not the dog, it's a train. If it's not the train, it's an airplane, or someone is sick, or you have gotten sick. It's just, of course, like I said, the list goes on and on and on. But somewhere in our day, remember, well, I'm not sure if you've been following me or listening, but in one of my recordings, I talk about the distractions. And at one point, we're going to really have to focus, sit down with ourselves, because that's something I do, and revisit the events that's going on in our lives. And we're going to have to put pen to paper to strategize on how to get focused on. Focused on what? For me this year is focusing on paying off some of these credit cards. That is definitely a focus. So I have to stay focused. Paying off some credit cards is in my best interest. And sometimes we lack I won't say we lack in getting focused, but we can have a period in time where, I'm totally focused on this one event of paying off these credit cards. And for some reason, I end up sliding that card one more time. And then I'll just shake my head and go, wow, Angela, you have really got to pay these credit cards off. It's in my well-being to do so. Well, you know what I've come to learn? Whatever it is that we need to really focus on, it has to become really, really important. I mean, really important to us. And a lot of times it may not make sense to others around us, but we're not out to please other individuals. We are actually trying to get focused, to live our dreams. Like I shared, paying off my debt with these credit cards. It could be losing weight. It could even be spending more time with your spouse or spending more time with your children. But we have got to get to a moment in time where it really becomes important to us, because if it was not, a good part of our decision making, and it would, whatever the decision may be, whatever you're getting focused on, we wouldn't even take the time to even do so. So it would lead me to believe that the individual that is trying to get focused knows that it's imperative that they do so. It's imperative that we, including myself, get focused. Get focused. Get focused. Get focused. If you're in school, and I work with students, and I shared a little about my dissertation process and how I helped others complete their dissertation. And I know of some that, as far as I know, last time we talked, had not. Well, in talking to individuals that did not complete, where did the focus go? What became more important than staying committed to your own goal or goals, plan, strategy, completion of, and whatever the completion is, what became more important? For the example I used, the dissertation was not completed in a timely manner. Now, I'm not saying that life doesn't show up and catch us off balance. I'm definitely not saying that, because some situations can happen and leave us so distraught. So that's not what I'm talking about when I'm saying stay focused. I'm talking about when there's so many different distractions going on in our lives that we seem to not be able to find balance. We're pulled and torn all over the place, only to find there's times, I've talked with people, and I'm guilty. If I get off track, it's like I'm running around in circles and nothing is being done, and I still have this to-do list. And I talk about in one segment about how, before the New Year's kicked in, we had all of these resolutions. And I really say they're vows that we actually made to ourselves. And if I would ask a question, have we been staying committed to what we said we would do? Are we staying focused? On the end goal? I said I'm going to pay off credit cards. And I'm staying focused. Okay, I'm guilty. I did swipe the card. But immediately I felt, you said you were going to pay off the credit cards. So you cannot continue using using these credit cards. And I have to say, I've been doing pretty good. My question would be, are you holding yourself accountable, responsible? Are you staying committed? Are you staying focused on what you say you were going to do? Or is life just showing up and you're going with the flow, and now you've lost all sight of your goals? You've lost all sight even of a strategy that you wrote down and said, this is how I'm going to get there. And by the way, I would suggest putting pen to paper and writing out some goals that will guide you in staying focused. How are you going to get there? How are you going to get to losing weight? Or how are you going to get to reading your Bible more? Or how are you going to get to loving yourself more? How? Answer the how. In answering the how, it can definitely help you. It definitely helps me to stay focused, because now I can see clearly a plan of how I'm going to get there, and wherever there is, you have a plan of execution. That's important. So you answer the how. That helps stay focused. It's important to also answer the why. Why? Why do you want to do a thing? Why do you want to go back to school? Why do you want to love your kids more? Why do you want to love your spouse more? Why do you want to love yourself more? I had to answer the why of wanting to pay these credit cards off. And I promise you, it motivates me because I have to do it. Answering why is another question that keeps me focused. I stay focused on what I said I'm going to do. When do I want to pay these credit cards off? And I did share already, by the end of this year. When? The when helps me stay focused due to me putting a timeline in place that will help guide me to an end point. And I've already identified my end point, which is by the end of this year, Lord's willing. The when motivates me to staying focused. The how, the when, and the why. It's important and a significant part of our lives to continue to persevere, get focused, and stay focused, because it's a key. It's a key to what? It's a key to unlocking the doors. Doors to what? unlocking the doors to our purpose, or unlocking doors to our success. Unlocking the doors to being debt free. Unlocking doors to have a loving relationship with God. Because as we continue staying focused, we're able to accomplish the goals or goal that we set out to do. And I know that in my Seeking Wise Counsel, ask. And this is actually in the Bible. Ask, seek, knock. And in doing so, you will find. Ask, seek, knock. Ask. I would suggest that you take the time to search the scriptures so that you can better understand the word ask. It's important that you see for yourself, for those of you out there that are lovers of God, that are followers, or you may just be interested, questioning. I just like to make individuals responsible and say, hey, check it out for yourself. Don't just sit and listen to what others have to say and you never open the Bible or you never check out resources for yourself. It's important that you know information for self. Staying focused, getting focused, staying focused. I know it's challenging, but it's attainable. You can do it. I can do it. We can do it. And with this information, the question, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here with this information of getting focused? What are you trying to get focused on? Have you put pen to paper to strategize how you're going to get to your end results? Or are you just still thinking about the situation or issue or event, moment, whatever it might be? Staying focused is key. I really, really want individuals to understand. We're in the information world. Yes, we are. And we know that information just, it just jumps out. It literally does. And I recall saying in another recording that a lot of what's going on has nothing to do with me. And sometimes it does, but a lot of times it just does not. So I don't like to consume my mind bombarded with a lot of issues, matters, individuals' problems that just does not have anything to do with me, because what it does is it clogs my mind, it distracts. And just think, I already have a lot going on with my own family. And don't forget self, because self, we have a lot going on in our own personal lives, inside and out. So if I'm allowing other issues to come in, and I'm just listening and I'm listening and I'm listening, how can I stay focused on what's important to me? So where do we go with the information of staying focused, getting focused, staying focused? It's the key. It's important, it's significant. And sometimes we don't even know how off focus we are. We just don't know, and then get frustrated and try to figure out, why am I not doing what I set out to do? Why? What's hindering me? What's stopping the momentum? Ask yourself many questions. I've always. Because it helps me to stay focused. Focused on friendships. Focused on my dreams. Focused on my purpose. It really does. And it can be a little scary sometimes. Because for me, like in my intro, I shared that, I'm not a big fan of social media. But the world around us, look around us, has changed. So, communication, the way the world communicates today, I had to get involved. I had to become a part of the movement of, I would say, the new age of communication. It was a little scary. Sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes my tongue get tied. Sometimes my dog is just turning flips and he distracts me. And I know I can go in and clean everything up. But my focus is not trying to come across like perfectomendo. We make mistakes. We are not perfect. And as I read the word of God, see, I did it again. As I read the word of God, I'm striving for his perfection. But I want to let individuals know it's okay. Because though I'm sitting here talking and I'm trying to stay focused, sometimes I may not pronounce a word correctly. My voice, for some reason I have a kind of a soft voice, so it gets a little raspy. I make mistakes. We make mistakes. Getting focused, sometimes we make mistakes and we drop off. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Get back in the race and try again. I try hard not to be hard on myself. You do the same. And don't allow anyone in your space with negativity. Because we all have something that we need to improve in. Whatever that something might be. We all have weaknesses. We all have strengths. Okay, so, sometimes I can get off track. But still, weaknesses, strengths show up in our focus point. This is Dr. Angela Wright Lacey saying, seek wise counsel. 2017, get focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Get focused. It's a key